So I'm Helene Joffe, Professor of Psychology at UCL, and in this study we looked at people's aspirations for cities of the future, in particular in Britain's two largest cities, London and Birmingham. So what do people desire from these cities? Their desires are fourfold. They want facilities and services that are efficient but also have a personal touch. They want access to nature. They want a sense of community, and lastly, they want a sense of safety, particularly for their children. This is important because with the technique that we used to elicit this information, we didn't ask any direct questions. We just gave them the prompt that they should write down the first ideas, thoughts, images they have concerning their aspirations for cities of the future. And so we elicited their stored reaction concerning cities of the future without injecting any researcher-led ideas. And we found that actually their love of nature, their hatred for pollution could fit very well with the carbon neutral agenda that many of us are seeking for cities of the future. And we also found that the sense of community was absolutely central for people, and in particular the personal touch. So people were interested in having bobbies on the beat, conductors on rail platforms, people to chat to in supermarkets. And this is all in the digital age, where you might expect much more emphasis on the efficiency of technology. But when you ask people about their aspirations without prompting them, these factors hardly come up. We think this is important because much of what's being done in cities is around the digital and around efficiency, where actually it's the personal touch that people seek. And so we need to be thinking about how we can bring back personal and community and neighborly connectedness. We also need to be thinking about how to harness this love of green, even though it's usually loved for its escapism-giving and exercise-giving benefits. We can harness this for environmental protection and more environmentally driven agendas. And green transport would be highly valued by these people because they hate pollution. And so if we were just able to make it desirable and affordable, it would be taken up in a really big way, we feel. So finally, how can we engineer cities in a better way in light of these kind of personal aspirations? Well, I think we need to build community. We need spaces and buildings, and to be thinking about our design of spaces and buildings in a way that enhances a sense of community, a sense of neighborliness, and a sense of the personal touch. We need bobbies on the beat, we need conductors on platforms, and we need to enhance ways of people talking to each other, even in these large, alienating cities. And finally, I think we need to realize that one of the major anxieties of the age is concern for children's safety. And we need to be very aware of this, because this is something that we should be building for in cities of the future.